Hey, for all those that are here, thank you. You're going to be seeing a lot of this. And the reason why it, like I said, which is in the title, where the fuck is my mouse? Seriously, I have no fucking clue. It's here, right? It's here. It's on my. I mean, I got brand new batteries, and here's my mouse, right? Here's my mouse. It doesn't work. So I have an HP screen, so I can touch it, and so your fingers are your mouse, right? Except that y'all know that when I go on the road, I hate not having my fucking mouse for my laptop. So now I gotta. Why is this not showing up? I see comments. I don't see comments for everybody. This is fucked up. I can see them on YouTube. I see your comments on YouTube. And here, like I said, you see me going forward and whatnot. It's because, God, crap. Anyway, I see stuff on YouTube. Thank you for being here, Asylum. Why is it? I don't know why. YouTube, red post. Why can't I get to it? I don't know. Anyway, I can see the comments on. Go to brand. Maybe I'll just see. I gotta go up the comments. There we go. Okay, maybe I had to bounce in and out of it. I don't know. Yeah, Sharif says what I'm thinking. Ark! What the fuck? And I do have it darker here than normal because I'm doing another shot. It's day 2 of Christmas. So there is and I see you see the extra lights? Wait, make sure they're okay. You see that extra string that goes in and out? Yesterday, that wasn't happening, and I was pissed. I was like, what the fuck? That extra string, that goes in and out and does unique designs and things, it wasn't working. Now the tree lights, which are going on and off, they were working, but the fact that extra string wasn't, so I'm glad that was fixed. So I'm going, yay! It's fixed. But now this ain't working. And I don't know why. And by the way, I want to thank Hollywood. You like my new hat? This is that stuff. Does it have this tag? Yeah, here it is. It's got the tag on. This is from my step granddaughter. Yeah, and they got me cool stuff. You know how you got when you get new stuff for Christmas, you gotta put it on. Well, this is my new Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, I haven't even taken any of the stickers off. But please, like, share. We're here. You know why we're here? We don't normally have a show on Tuesday unless it's every other Tuesday. And Peggy and I will be discussing, pardon me, next week. And she told me I could call her this, so don't get all pissed off. My DC wench, Peggy, the great Peggy Holmes, who doesn't mind being called a wench because it's with me in the show in that thing, and she's with me. The lady that has forgotten more stuff than most of you know on purpose. Most of you don't know on purpose. She knows and has forgotten it. DC wench, DC Peggy Holmes will be having a show with me next Tuesday night. Facebook user, I'm gonna put this up. See, I have to use my hands because I don't the mouse. I have to touch the screen. So then when this is done, I have to wash or wipe the screen. See, I see another Facebook user. It says, Brother Jack, thank you. Facebook users, thank you for being here. Please come over to YouTube where I won't know who the fuck you are. And I like to give you credit because, like I said, Scotty's in here. And he was there at the game. Asylum's in here. He was at the game. Oh, there's a little bit of a lag. Okay, there it is. Asylum's in here. Sharif, I said, was in here. Gabe from the Giants Chronicle, he's here. And here's Matt. Let's see, I got to roll up the screen. See, Matt's here. And I agree. Very proud of this Raiders team. And Antonio Pierce, love him. And I'm doing okay. Says, how am I doing? I'm doing good. Come, Facebook user, please come over to YouTube. Let me change the banner. That I can do. Here, see, I changed the banner. Nope. No, that's me. Okay. Where's the sticker? Fuck. It's one thing I hate about them. This is not working. Okay. Fuck me. Okay. Here it is. There you go. That changed. There you go. So now, again, I hate not having a fucking mouse. That works. Okay, and then if we have to go to, okay, there you go. I changed that one. Okay. You will have to bear with me because this ain't working. Or I had to figure out how to find it because I just found out before the show that wasn't working. And again, going back to other shit that I was working on today, I was on, first off, again, blessings to Hollywood. Who I was on the phone with earlier. Because I was on the phone. I called him up after I was on the phone with Marriott for 2 fucking hours. Why don't you have my payment? I put the payment in. No, sir, we don't have a record of your payment. By the way, why do I have 2 accounts? I don't know, Mr. Levy. Why do you have 2 accounts? Well, I shouldn't have 2 accounts. And why am I paying 2 fees for maintenance fees? When it's supposed to be 1 account. And by the way, the other account is an incorrect name. And I'm paying 2 club memberships. Why the fuck am I doing that? I don't know why I'm doing that. Well, it pisses me off because I don't like to pay 2 fucking club memberships. I don't need to pay 2 fucking club memberships. So I have to tomorrow call them up and say, what the fuck? This is what's supposed to be going on. Here's your money. I need less amount. You know, this is the shit that I'm dealing with. And now tomorrow, again, I will have to go find a fucking mouse if I can't figure out how to work this. I don't know. And then Gabe's bitching about the officiating. Ooh. Okay, by the way, I had it low so you can see the Christmas tree. I'm going to put it a little bit. I'm wearing shorts. All you people that say I'm in my underwear all the time, I'm not in my underwear. It was dark so you can see the Christmas tree. Now that we saw the Christmas tree, there we go. If the ladies want me in my underwear, you're going to have to get with me afterward. We'll have to make arrangements. Okay, and Vicky Orr, God damn it, I'm using my mouse, it ain't working. Okay. Vicky Orr says she's in Facebook jail because she can say, fuck KC, I can say it on here in YouTube. They put her in Facebook jail for that. Put her in Facebook fucking jail. And OG Jack Daniels, thank you. Yeah, fucking mice. And Matt is talking about when we get a chance to hear from Alex tomorrow. Again, I have to push the screen, literally with my finger. I want it. tomorrow, do not miss the Wild Wild West show because I want to hear. Alex, I got a little full of a belly full. A little bit belly full. Okay. Let's see what Gabe said. I mean, seriously, Waller catches the ball, 20 seconds left, gives the ball to the ref, and the ref doesn't throw the ball to the middle till 8 seconds left. Hey, that's officiating. In the immortal words of Bruce Willis from Die Hard, I still don't think it's a Christmas movie, but they call it a Christmas movie. But anyway, welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the party, pal. There you go. You bitch about the official every time there is, so I don't want to hear it. Again, Gabe. We bitch about the officiating because they fuck us going through the drive-thru every fucking day. And you know what? The Raiders won yesterday. One of the greatest wins I've had the history of watching. Now, granted, the great win, 63-21, I got a chance to see in person, was wonderful. But I watched that on TV. I said this, was it last night? Did I have a show? Yeah, I had a show. No, I didn't. No, on Sunday I had a show. I didn't get a chance. I cried. I don't mind. I don't mind. I cried. I was so happy. I was so happy it made me cry. And my stepson's dog pissed in the living room. Thank God he wasn't on the rug. Oh, I would have been pissed if it was the fucking the Persian rug. He wouldn't be allowed in this fucking house anymore. But he pissed on the not linoleum, but the planks. Pissed. Has never pissed in the house before. Never. But I was screaming, I was cursing, I was yelling. And I should say she's a great dog. Usually, kind of cries when she needs to go pee. Yes, she didn't cry loud enough. So, Nala, who's the name of the dog, pissed on the shit. Crosby's still getting held, all that, but doesn't matter. We still, and thank you. And this is it, Matt. We gotta be able to beat the officials and the fucking team on the other side, and we did. Van City, I plan on being in J-Lot for the week 18. I hope to see you. I'll be honest, okay? I go to J-Lot, I go to K-Lot, I go to B-Lot. I make it. It's not like I was in Oakland, and I'll admit this. In Oakland, I would go to 2 lots, and then the next game, I would go to the other 2 lots because there was so much people around. There's so many people around that I couldn't do the entire stadium. At least in Vegas, I can go to J-Lot and K-Lot and B-Lot and a little bit of C. I can usually do that in one trip. So that's what I said. Okay, then JMS. Okay, let's see. Gabe's bitching. It does a head nod, and that's all. He was doing it every play. Are you kidding? Whatever. Welcome to the party, pal, Gabe. Welcome to the party. Hey, Anthony. Hey, and this is great. It's from Twitter. Zuni and Raiderita. Love Raiderita. Zuni, I'm going to see them. They'll be there. I can't wait. Where do you rank this win since 2000? Wow. Chris, well, since 2003, that was one of the best wins. It was like the first Derek Carr win, which was on a Thursday night in Oakland when they snapped at 0-10 and they beat the Chiefs in Oakland. That was wonderful. I did watch a little bit of the Eagles. I'll say it the way most people say it. Eagles Giants. I watched a little bit. I didn't care at that point. I was I had my stepson had to get on the road, and I had cleaning up the dishes. It's about holding. It's about game changing plays. Hey, Gabe, figure it out. If Max Crosby is held every fucking play, which he was, that changes games. I want to hear about. Come on. And you know what? This is what's going to happen, Gabe. You're gonna send a letter to the league. The league's going to look at it, and they're going to say, "Yeah, we fucked up. Sorry." And that is all you're going to get. It was a close game, but game-changing plays. I can. Every Raider fan here can quote 3 game-changing plays each game. I leave a pack of Marlboros, a pair of shoes, and a pack of matches in my vents for John McClane. There you go. Thank you there, OG Jack Dan. Pack of Marlboros, pack of matches, or a lighter. Come out to the coast. You have some fun. And and OG, make sure that you leave some methylate mercurochrome, hydrogen peroxide, tweezers to get the glass out with some gauze and some wrap. And here again, welcome to the party, pal. Adams was getting assaulted all game. It was. He was being held. He was being held by the other guy. And like I said, if you're Raider fans, please come in tomorrow for the Wild Wild West show. And when we talk about the game with Alex and myself, make sure you put that down. The other guy was fucking assaulting him. And Zuni, can't wait to see you. Is the whole league suffering these terrible? Yep, that's true. Need to be held accountable. But guess what? They're not going to. And this is why I want John Gruden's case to be heard. I want John Gruden's case to be heard because if he's not a sellout, and he says that he won't take the money on a buyout, they will say what's going on. Why is the okay? I was looking at the tree. There's still different shit going on. And I love this. The pick six, stare down the whole way. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Hey, Gabe, get used to it. And by the way, the Giants played decent. I saw the pick six that Jackson had. I saw that. That was one of the last things I saw. And then I had that other shit. I didn't really care at that point. So, you made it close. And here's the other thing. And for those that were looking for highlights, what's today? Today, what is today? Tuesday? Yeah, yesterday for highlights, zip. Talking about the game, zip. Unless they were talking about, Kansas City lost. They didn't say how great of a game our defense played. It was, they fucked up. Right? Because that's the way they are. And we did make Mahomes look silly. Now, this is going to be hard. I'm going to try. I'm not okay. Oh, well, good. I can copy it. Good. I'm copying it, pasting it. Remember, I don't have a mouse. So I have to do this by literally by finger. I put the link in there. I don't know how many times I'm gonna be able to do it. I put the link in there. Hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link. You want to come in and talk about your team? Gabe wants to talk about no network mentioned Kuntz. That's fucked up, Craig. Malcolm Kuntz had 2 sacks and a couple other tackles for loss. He was the best defensive player on that line. Bilal Nichols had the fumble 6. Oh, Van City, 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. That is, oh, he had 3 sacks. Thanks, Asylum. I knew he had at least 2. 813-699-0834. That's my Google number. I give you my real number, but only pardon me, only a few people have that number. It's on my business card, but call the Google number, text the Google number, and say this is Van City, and put your name in it, and I'll put your name in my phone once I see it via Google Voice. Did you get that, Van? 813-699-0834. And I was from the Wayback Machines. I don't know. I don't use the Google shit anymore because it's a pain in the ass. Don't you hate when you have pictures of your ex show up on your phone? Fuck. Like memories. Why she's my ex. Raiders got to finish strong, win the last 2 games, and try. And here's the thing, Lafayette. Who did the Chiefs have the last 2 games? Somebody look that up. Who did the Chiefs have? I know one of the games is against the Chargers, so they'll win that one. But if the Chargers surprise people, I don't think they will. But if the Chargers surprise people and beat the Chiefs, oh, the Bengals. Okay, Bengals and Chargers. Okay. The Bengals can beat them. Maybe. Although they did play like shit against Pittsburgh, right? They didn't play that well. But if the Bengals beat them and the Chargers beat them, and I know these are ifs. If we win the last 2, and if the Chiefs lose the last 2, the Raiders are AFC West champs with a 4-2 division record, because everybody would be 9-7. It could happen. I don't think it will. But either way, Kansas City is going on the road for the playoff game. And that's looking to be true. Okay. Did I do it again? Okay. I'm going to do it again. If you have not come into the link, hit the link. By the way, like, share, please. We may get the 7th seed. We got to beat the Colts and the Donkeys. Yes. Hit the link. Oh. Welcome to the party, pals. Coming in. Gabe's ready. He's Gabe. If you fucking flip me off again, He gave me the double flip off. Should I put him in timeout? No, no. Oh, you love me? You love me now, don't you, motherfucker? Yeah, you love me now. Yeah. You love me now. Don't flip me off. Don't do that. That's not good. We're going to let Gabe come in because I'm a decent guy. I'm a decent guy. But remember, Gabe, I don't have my mouth, so I can't get rid of you as quick, but I will use my fingers. So we're going to get Gabe in here. Okay.
Hey, that was to the NFL captain, sir. That wasn't to you, man.
Okay. Good change of story, though. I'll take that. By the way, I did see Saquon beast over for that fucking touchdown where he used his leg power, and they didn't do the Philly fucking tush push shit. It was Saquon, and he just went in.
Pisses me off so much. And there's a lot of first of all, the way the offensive line lines up to run it is like it's two D lines up against each other. Like they line up in 4-point stances. Like it's just so. There's so many issues. Like they're all offside.
Wait a second. There's not that doesn't matter. If you're on a 4-point stance and it's and as a lineman, Gabe, I'm going to tell you this because that's what they teach you: leverage and low man wins. And if the offensive line, who is just going to get lower than the defensive line most of the time anyway, if they're in a 4-point and they go down and they shoot and they win for leverage, low man wins. That's the way it is. That's the way it is.
I agree, but you can't even see where the ball is. You can't even see where the ball is in the center's hand because they're all lined up over the ball. Like the.
Is that
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Is that your phone that's on?
I got a new I got a new laptop and something crazy just happened. So I'm sorry, but I'm back. All right.
Okay.
All right.
We didn't miss you. You didn't leave.
FaceTime call came in and like you got booted from my screen to a FaceTime call. Okay.
Well, fuck whoever's calling you on this is for the person that is fucking calling you on FaceTime. Okay, tell them I flipped them off.
All right.
Okay? Unless she's hot, but she's got to be at least 18.
Oh.
If she ain't 18, I don't want to fucking hear about it. If she's 18,
Captain, I'm not 18.
I know. That's why I said she better be older than you. She better be older than you and hot.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. Right. Yeah.
So let's just the tush push is fine. I could care less, but Jason Kelsey moves the ball, literally moves the ball forward on that play every time. But anyways, he's only got called on him once, by the way. It's annoying. Not in this game. It was in the Seattle game.
Right.
These NFL refs. I mean, I know you Raiders fans deal with it all the time. I know you guys always air your grievances. I understand. The whole NFL is just, if you're not the Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, or the Buffalo Bills, you're going to get screwed by the NFL refs. I'm convinced. Okay? First of all, Darren Waller catches the ball with 22 seconds left. 22 seconds are on the clock when Darren Waller catches the ball. He's in bounds, catches the ball. Obviously, because Darren Waller can't stay healthy, he's hurt. He's on the ground, okay? However, so initially I was mad at Darren Waller because he didn't get up and give the ball right away. But he did get up and give the ball to the ref. Like it was later than it like needed to be, but he still did. And there was still, 20 seconds when he gave the ball to the ref. Okay, I kid you not, the ref stands there for at least 10 seconds.
We're gonna get live action. A live action replay.
Holding the ball.
Okay.
Just holding the ball. And once we get to 10 seconds, Saquon Barkley has to run up, punch the ball out of the ref's hand, take the ball, and bring it to the middle to give to the other ref. How do you have a player having to get the ball to the middle for the other ref? You're supposed to throw it to the other ref in the middle. You're not supposed to stand there. And also, situational awareness. You know we have to spike it. You know that. Unless you're dumb, we have to spike the ball. You should know that once that player gets down, you should be running to get the ball from that player and get it to the middle because you know the Giants are going to have to spike it. Now, if you want to say, oh, well, that's helping the Giants, it's not. That's the standard operation for what an NFL ref's supposed to do. That's how you watch.
Okay.
When you watch.
Yeah. On Thursday for NFL Nation Live, make sure you pop, because I know you pop in for NFL Nation Live on my channel, which will be 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. I know you're out East Coast now. Pop in and say, hey, ref, during the Giants-Eagles game, this is what happened. And get it ready, right?
I'll send him the clip. I'll send him the clip.
Right.
I'll send it to him.
Do you have the address? Was it? I think it's NFL Nation Live at Gmail or whatever. Or go.
I'll
back.
just tweet it. I'll just tweet it to him.
There you go. Better. Tweet him the clip and say, "Hey, can we talk about this Thursday?"
Yeah, I will. And also, that was not the only thing in that game that pissed me off. That was just in the last couple moments, and and that's game changing, because that is we were in the red zone when Darren Waller caught that pass. We were in the red zone. We could have scored. We could have had two more plays. Instead, we only had one play to get it into the end zone. We could have had 2 plays to get into the end zone, and we only ended up having 1, and that's just terrible. And then 4th and 1.
Okay, one thing. Stop. Okay, if you know that, you know how you said that Saquon Barkley had to pop the ball out of the officials thing. If you know that, then what you need to have done is maybe have Waller give it to one of the players that are actually healthy and have him run it to the middle of the field, so they could have spotted it quicker.
I get that argument, but Waller did the thing where, because there's been situations where if you don't give the ball to the ref if you don't give the ball to the ref says you have to give the ball to me before you can spot it. There's been situations like that have happened. So Waller did do the right thing by giving. The ref was right by, like, the ref was standing in the general vicinity, gets up, gives the ball to the ref. I kid you not, the ref stands there for 20 seconds, like 10 seconds with the ball doing nothing, which is unexcusable. So then we get to the 4th and 1.
I agree.
This is Giants are within 2.
They're talking to me about the 4th and 1.
Giants are within. I believe 2 at this point, right?
Okay.
JMS lines up at center. He is at the center. Oh, it's John Michael Smith. He's center out. John Michael Smith. He's our center. He's out of Minnesota. He was one of the best. He was probably the best center prospect in the draft this past year. We got him in the second. We got him in the second round.
I only know a few people by names. OBJ and JMS was not one of them. So that's why. I asked.
I got it. JMS. You know who JMS is now? Okay,
John Michael Smith, right?
Yeah. JMS lines up center, right? All right. It's 4th and 1, so it's obviously going to be some type of run, right? Mm-hmm. But we're in the shotgun on this play. We are in the shotgun. JMS nods his head. Okay? They don't call.
Oh, I remember that. He nodded his head, and they called a legal procedure for making the Eagles jump offside, correct?
No, they called it on JMS for nodding his head.
Right. But he nodded his head, and the Eagles jumped offside, so they called it for he induced it.
Yeah, they called it. They didn't call it until the Eagles guy jumped off sides. And then next thing you know, they're like the Giants, where everyone's like, it's on the Eagles. And then unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
And that is bullshit. That is bullshit. I say again, it's bullshit. Because I've had the most and Gabe, I know I'm getting old on it. The most egregious penalty I ever saw was when the Raiders played the Broncos. And Frank Middleton, all 350-something pounds of him, who was playing tackle or guard. Anyway, he breathed. He exhaled. A big fucking 350-pound motherfucker. He exhaled. They called him for procedure.
And also,
so it's all in the officials that want to fuck you. I get it.
It's not like he nodded his head like it was, and he was doing it all game. and he was doing it all
Right.
game. It was all game he did it, and then they called it
Mhm.
on this specific one. And the other thing
There you
is
go. And
if that
because
was the
they wait for the most inopportune time to fuck you. They do.
okay,
They
and
wait for the most inopportune time, and then they say, "Well, he's been doing kind of like what Andy Reid was saying." Well, all game we were waiting for the guy to let us. Well, they're gonna fuck you when they want to fuck you, and that's the
right,
way the officials run. It's true, and
and
make sure you send that to ref as well.
I will. And also, if you're gonna call it on JMS, throw the flag when JMS does it, not when the Eagles guy jumps off sides. Throw the flag when JMS does it, not when Jalen Carter's 300-pound jumps off sides. Okay? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
seriously. Like, it's like Jalen Carter pointed towards him, and then they're like, oh, Jalen Carter's right. Jalen Carter's right because he pointed to JMS, the center, and Jalen Carter's right. What? What are you talking
Mm-hmm.
about? Okay? And then, it gets better. Also on the final
Okay,
drive.
1 second, Gabe. Okay, Anthony Provencio, I see you running, so I see you. Don't go nowhere because when Gabe is done, I'm going to click to you.
Okay.
Okay, so don't go nowhere. Anthony is jogging, and Gabe's going to give me his final point, and then we're going to go. Go ahead, Gabe. I just wanted to let him know. I don't want to have him leave. Go ahead.
And then we are also on the final drive. Wando Robinson runs he just runs straight, basically a straight route. Basically, he runs straight down the field, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is open, right? He's open. Well, not open, but he is in a contested situation. The cornerback has his back turned. That's usually a bad sign for the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Usually not
Yep.
something you should always have your eyes towards. You should never have your
If
back turned.
if you're not looking at the ball, you're wrong. You're face guarding, and that's normally a DPI. Yes.
Right. Pulls his shoulder pads. Pulls his shoulder pads, okay? And they're not calling PI.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Hey, by the way, this is the best. This is the best compliment you're going to get. Keep preaching. Just wish you were one of ours. Wish you were a Raiders kid because you would be preaching to the choir of what we say every fucking week.
And the other thing is like, this is NFL wide, and they don't get any punishment. The only punishment they get is, oh, you're not a playoff ref.
Yes.
And also, it's not just one. At this point, it's not just one crew. It is all of the crews make bad calls.
All
I know
of them.
ref.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ref Guru likes to sit there and be like, "Well, this is a good crew. We're getting." No, all of them suck. All of the crews are.
Okay. Now I will say this though, if ref says, and it's not just because he's my friend. It's not because he's my friend. When Ref Guru says that he knows this crew overall, because you got to go overall. If he says that this white hat is a decent guy, and the crew overall is a good crew, take it and bank it. Now here's the other thing, because he said that we were going to get fucked by Clete Blakeman, and he mentioned two guys, and I won't say who they were, but they were the guys that are on this crew. He said these two guys are fucked, and we're going to get fucked. And there was a couple penalties that were called, and you know who called them? The two guys that ref said were going to fuck us. So overall, now the other thing that you do is like when you do your overall grades, like I said, you got to grade out overall. And if you don't get that good overall grade within 3 years, first off, if you don't get a playoff game, I think it's within 3 years, you're gone. You're gone. That's how they grade. That's how they grade out. And ask rep about it, but if I'm not mistaken, that's what it is. If you don't grade out or you get a playoff game within 3 years because you're marginal, you don't stick around.
All right, Captain. Well, I want to let you get Anthony in here, but there is an airing of my grievances on the NFL refs. I mean, it's actually terrible. I cannot believe. And you know what? I'm not complaining. Our season was over before yesterday.
True.
But I mean, We could have beat that Eagles. That Eagles team is not. They're going to be one. Mark my words. They're going to be one and done in the playoffs. If the 5-10 Giants almost beat them, they are going to be one and done in the playoffs. They could play the most fraudulent team in the NFC. They are going to be one and done. That Philadelphia Eagles team has a lot of problems. I'll tell you that.
Has a lot of shit that's not like they were last year. I agree.
Yeah, and Jalen Hurts is back to his first couple of years in the NFL of he can't handle pressure to save his life. He can't.
Okay, Jack Jenna says, "Yeah, you got a question. Write it, Jack. Write your fucking question. Let Gabe answer.
Well, that is his question.
Yeah, he says,
okay, why should
I have a question. What's your question?
Why should the NFL respect the NYG when they don't respect
Jack, write your fucking question.
It's not about respect. It's not about he already put it, I think. The comment before, I think, is his question.
No, I normally when he says he has a question, he has a question. Okay, and I agree with Craig. It's the NFC's.
Why should the NFL?
Okay, go ahead, Jack. Write it up.
Oh, why was it?
Here you go. This is the question.
Honestly, yes. I mean, how we got that third round? How we got that third round pick is from Kadarius Toney. Do you see what Kadarius Toney is doing in KC right now? Do you see what Kadarius Toney is doing in KC? Has Waller been great? No. Has he been a disappointment? Yes. Is there potential that we have seen? Yes. Is he playing with two quarterbacks that he will never play it down with again? Yes. Okay. It is very hard to sit here. I mean, he hasn't looked great, and he is as injury prone as my grandma at this point. However, there's been some upside. There's been moments. We should say, but the only problem I have with him is we're paying him to be a wide receiver 1, and he's never giving us wide receiver 1 numbers. So why not take that $17 million?
And that's going to continue though. I think so. That's going to continue.
But we'll see.
You're going to be paying a lot of money.
I think the Giants will keep him around for another year. Hopefully, maybe he changes. Doubt it. Seems like that's just who he is at this point. And yeah, that's all I have, Captain. I hope you had a Merry Christmas.
I got a nice new Raider hat. I got a nice new Raider. Oh, I got a one of those. It's a pad that you use with a gaming pad, a Raiders game. Because my one grandson sent me and it's nice. I'll have to show that. And I got a nice Raiders shirt. So I was easy. The other person in the other room bitched about all her fucking gifts. Fuck it. I ain't worried about that. But that was one thing. What'd you get?
I got a Tommy DeVito autographed picture of him doing this.
Hey, now that's cool. That's cool. Go. Let's see it.
I'm getting it off the wall just for you, Captain.
Okay, well, thank you. Oh, that's cool.
That's
cool.
That's what I got. And I also got
cool.
I got a MacBook too. Hey, Tommy DeVito could not play another down for the New York Giants, and I will still love this. It's because of this right here. This is just beautiful. All right.
Hey,
that's just beautiful.
That is cool.
Jack, we're drafting a quarterback. I've already taken up more time than I'm supposed to. So everyone have a good night, and I appreciate everyone, Jack, and I appreciate everyone in the comments. So see you guys.
Hey, thanks, Gabe. You take care, partner.
You too.
Be well. All right, that's Gabe. I got. Like I said, I got to do this manually.
Why can't I leave the studio?
There you go. You got. Okay, good. Anthony is coming in. And again, I have to do these things manually because again, my mouse don't work. Anthony, first off, cool that you're working out because I should be working out. Trust me, this tub ain't going anywhere. But blessings to you, sir. Thank you for that. Run an extra quarter mile for me.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. And I will say this: that Mike Sarah used to lift weights. And he would come in, and he would be, you'd hear the weights clanging, but he would be on You know, so this is good. We don't care. We don't care how you come in. The fact is you're here, and we appreciate you. Go ahead, partner.
Yeah, I do. I do cardio last, but I want to talk about the quarterback situation again. Uh,
Please
I was
do.
talking
Please
about
do.
Jimmy G and Stu's chat earlier today. People are roasting me, and it's like you guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. O'Connell couldn't complete a pass after the first fucking quarter. Okay, he couldn't do shit after the opening drive. Now people will say, "Oh, but Jimmy sucks. He can't even throw it deep. Jimmy this, Jimmy that." Look at he didn't. He missed the entire offseason. He's probably still hurt. He's probably still a little injured. Um, he's been with the team now for about September, October, November,
A
December.
full
Go
season? Yeah, full season.
practicing with the team for about 4 months now. I'm sick and goddamn tired of watching Aiden O'Connell just freeze like a deer in the headlights and take sacks, throwing bad balls. Oh, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Okay, let him sit his rookie ass
I
on the
will
bench.
agree. I will agree with you on the taking. Although he's more mobile than Jimmy G is. Now, granted, he's not like what Derek Carr would. He'd like go up into a ball like a boll weevil. He's more mobile, but Jimmy G wouldn't be as mobile, and he would still get the sacks. Okay.
So I just don't think
This
I don't
is
think Jimmy G was 100% when the season started. We kind of rushed him out there. We forced him in. He wasn't really 100%. He didn't practice with the team. He missed the entire offseason. You know, like I said, he's got to be healthy. He hasn't been playing. He's been practicing for the past 4 months. I just think Jimmy G gives us a lot better chance to win the game over O'Connell. I know Jimmy doesn't have a deep ball, but what the hell is O'Connell doing? The guy has played like shit the whole year, and everyone keeps on giving him a
not the
He's
whole
had
year.
one good
And
game.
The reason why I say
He's had
that,
one. He's had one good game against a shitty Chargers defense who gave up on their coach, and everyone's like, "Oh, what did he do last?"
I will say that the one, and I can't remember which game it was that we won, and the guy that was behind me was doing the same thing. It's like, we need Jimmy G in here. And I looked at him. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, if Jimmy G has the bad wheels, if Jimmy G has the bad wheels, he's not going to move around in the pocket. And then Craig Gilmore says he moves so much better. I don't know. If he's got bad wheels, he's not going to move around in the pocket that well.
Well,
I will say
now.
Well, we'll see. But and I think it was the Giants game. Yeah, Asylum, that probably was the Giants game where the guy was behind me saying, "We need Jimmy G. We need." I'm like, no, we don't. But the bottom line is, Anthony, and I agree to a point. But what happened? What was the final score yesterday?
What was that?
Or the other day? What was the outcome of the game on Sunday or Monday? Who won?
It wasn't because of O'Connell. O'Connell almost lost us. The game.
There isn't a statistic for O'Connell, Garoppolo, Hoyer, and Raiders. Okay, there isn't. There's one statistic, and it's in the lines as to what is the team record. Did the Raiders win or did the Raiders lose? Okay, and that's the only thing that I care about is who wins. That's why when I throw up all of that information about DC4, and I don't know if you saw me in my Instagram and my Facebook, that all the people are with the jerseys, used car for sale with the guy for Derek Carr jersey. They're roasting him in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I saw that.
And are they winning? No. And most of his stats, just like with the Raiders, most of his stats are in garbage time. So it looks good in the computer, but it's still an L, and it doesn't matter.
I don't think that argument works. If our defense wasn't playing like all world, like the best defense of the world, we lose that game. You know what I mean?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We do. And we would have lost the game probably. Well, they scored 2 touchdowns. we probably would have lost the game 14-6.
Because I'll be honest,
But you know what? We won the game, though. We won the game.
In the beginning of the season, when Jimmy was playing, I also said, get him out. Put O'Connell in. O'Connell was looking good in the preseason. Put O'Connell in. Play O'Connell. Jimmy, take him out.
Mm-hmm.
And now we see what we got in O'Connell. I don't think we saw the best of Jimmy.
I
don't think we saw his best.
Do we really know what we have with O'Connell? Because I'm going to throw this up as well. Lafayette said it is better than I can. We're using a scheme that is still the McDaniel scheme. I don't think we know what we have with O'Connell. I really don't.
Ready.
He ain't ready. He's more ready than any other quarterback on the roster, and I'll give him that.
Like I said, I'll be honest. When the season started and Jimmy was the quarterback, few games into the season, I was over here saying, "Oh, get Jimmy out, get him out, put O'Connell in." And now here I am, at the end of the season. Oh, take O'Connell out, put Jimmy back in. But like I said, the only thing I could put towards that is I don't think we saw the best of Jimmy. I don't think he was 100% healthy. He didn't have any time with the guys. He hardly practiced with the team for 2 weeks? Okay, then go out there and start now. I think we get Jimmy in for the next 2 games, we'll see a completely different quarterback. A way better, more motivated.
But why? Okay, I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to show you 2 comments that Asylum has, okay? Because Asylum, and I agree with this to a point. How can you say we know what we have after only 6 games? And then you said, now he's not ready, or we know what we have. Which one is it? Which one? Because
for this
here's
season,
my thought.
when it comes to this season, we know what we have this season. We know what we have this season. He's a rookie that's not ready. Maybe next year, maybe year 3. But right now, fuck no, he's not ready. Put up 0 against the Vikings. Beat the shit out of the worst defense in the league, in the Chargers, who gave up on the worst coach in the league.
He put up 49 on the, and people say he put up 63. No, he put up 49. He put up 49. So we need to quantify that. He put up 49.
I was going to use this Chief game as a gauge to see if the Charger game was all smoke. And evidently, obviously, that Charger game, smoke.
No.
The kid is not ready.
I'll disagree. I'll disagree because of 2 things. First off, the Chargers defense compared to the Chiefs defense, which gets a lot of calls as far as, like I said, all of the holding that they did against Devontae Adams and all that shit. And I will say that O'Connell was throwing behind the receivers because Hollywood and I were talking about it when he threw to Renfro. It was a bad pass, and it would have been a first down had he gotten him. Okay, but all he was doing behind Devontae. Like I said, Devontae was being mugged, and they didn't fucking call it. Okay, I will say this, and I'll agree in one respect. If it comes down to where the Raiders need a change of pace, because they used to do this in the 70s. Anthony, I'm not sure if you remember this, okay? But in the 70s, when LaMonica wasn't doing well, and I know that might be foreign to you as far as when LaMonica wasn't doing well, they pulled him and they put in Kenny Stabler. They put in George Flandin. When there was a quarterback, I can't remember who the original quarterback, maybe it was Schrader, or maybe it was Wilson, or not Wilson, maybe it was one of the other guys. When they weren't doing well, they pulled him and they put in Wade Wilson because he was the old man that could do things, right? I will say that if we continue to win and we're in the playoffs, let's say we win the next 2 games, because we're going to have to. Or is such a time where they need to have a change against a team that they think they can do better with, then and only then will I say that they can pull AOC and see what they have with Jimmy G. Okay? Then it might happen. But I'm not doing it because all he was told to do was manage the game. We ran the ball, we ran the ball, we ran the ball, and we won. And all I want was a W, not to blow up the stats of whoever the quarterback was. I wanted the win, and we got the win.
I would say this. I hear you, and that's a good point. Like, you know, winning is the most important thing. But like, I just like how the Commanders handled it. Started with Sam Howell the last like 2 games.
Right,
and then
right.
He's stinking up the joint. What does Eric Bieniemy do? Puts in Jacoby Brissett, and then they start balling. I'm afraid that Antonio Pierce is too loyal to Aiden O'Connell because he said in his presser, Aiden, are you okay? Are you all right? And Aiden's like, yeah, I'm good. Aiden, it's the third quarter. You haven't completed the pass yet. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. If he starts sucking like that against the Colts, take his ass out because the Colts are better than KC. Way more playmakers on offense. We're going to have to throw the ball against the Colts. And I have no confidence in O'Connell. None. Kid is shook.
Well,
he looked good in one
game.
game.
I tell you, I'm gonna say this, and Lafayette said it the best. You get him a scheme that is made for him, and this offensive scheme is not it. This is a hand-me-down scheme that sucks because it's a Josh McDaniels. I want to see, and Hollywood and I was talking about this earlier, okay? And if Hollywood comes in, we'll talk about it again, okay? Let's say that Kelly is designated to be the GM as he should be, okay? If Kelly is the GM, do not be surprised if the Raiders actually trade for Justin Fields, okay?
I'm good with that. I like that.
Wait a second. I'm not done yet, okay? Yeah. So then you have Justin Fields in here and Aiden O'Connell, and you know what? The Raiders still need a quarterback, and they draft one, a good quarterback that's available. Maybe it's round 1, maybe it's round 2. So now you got Justin Fields, Aiden O'Connell, and a rookie quarterback to be named, and you keep them you keep them there, but you find an offensive coordinator that runs shit well. And I'm not saying it's going to be Eric Bieniemy because I think Eric Bieniemy is going to go back to Kansas City next year because they're going to get rid of Mike Nagy. They're going to get rid of him because he sucks. Okay? And I don't want Penix, Lafayette. I don't want Penix because he's too injury prone.
I heard that Eric Bieniemy. He's too injury prone. I heard Eric Bieniemy has like some sort of Kansas City. I heard he has some sort of domestic violence shit going on in the past.
Yes.
So I think I didn't know that. So
which is one of the reasons. Yeah, it was when he was with Colorado, and that's one of the reasons why he's never been offered a job with the Raiders is because of his past domestic violence shit.
So I'm not even thinking about that guy anymore because I don't think it's possible to get him. But I would love to have him if it wasn't for that bullshit. But I want a quarterback that can move. I want a quarterback that can make plays on his feet. You guys bring up the scheme? Sure. Maybe it's not right. Maybe it's not the right scheme for O'Connell. You may be right. But the shit we're doing right now,
I think it is.
This scheme is not for him. Get him the fuck out. Like, put Jimmy back in. Give him a second chance. You know?
I really don't think that Jimmy G would have helped us. I really don't. Maybe I'm wrong because I didn't see it. But I honestly don't think that Jimmy G would have helped us. Because the bottom line is we won the game. And that's all I care about. And I know that you care about a win too.
Of course.
I know you do. Okay. But
I gotta go though.
Anthony, thank you as well. I appreciate you coming in. And again, I'm not mad at you. Everybody says I'm mad at all my guests. I'm not. Anthony, thanks again there, shit, mate. You take care, and I hope your Christmas was well.
Definitely. Thanks for having me on, Cap.
You got it, Cap. You take care as well there, Anthony.
Have a good one.
I gotta do this. All right, take care, partner. You gotta kick him. I gotta do this by hand. Kick, yes, okay. Okay, now we're gonna get to. Hey, how much? How much? Well, you know what? I'll ask him when I get on. Okay, we're gonna get Kenna on here. Kenna, first thing I need to know how much percentage
Percentage of what?
of your phone? What are you on percentage wise?
Oh, 76. I got a full load. I've been watching Raider content all day. I've charged it up 3 times today.
No
So,
shit.
Merry Christmas to you, your family, and the Raider Nation. And man, what a game. What a game against Kansas City Chiefs. Our defense. If someone told me, hey, AOC4 is going to throw for like 62 yards, and that's it, and like nothing after like the second, third, fourth quarter.
No, it was the first quarter. He didn't complete a pass 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, that I would have said we would have been blown out. But our defense was amazing. It's absolutely so amazing. It's like, that's what I put in the chat. I'm like, man, this reminds me of like the 1983 Raiders defense or the 1976 Raiders defense.
Thank you.
This is what it reminds me of. It's like, this is old school. OG is probably like, dancing in his pajamas right now going, I want to start doing a show because I love the old school stuff. This is what this game was. Unbelievable. It's like, no quarterback doing anything. And like, wow. Now every player on the Raiders defense is looking like an all-pro. They look amazing. I'm so happy for our Raiders defense. We haven't had that so long. It's like, it's unbelievable, impressive. So that's where I want to start off with that. So Merry Christmas to you and the nation. Salute.
Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna stop you for a point right there. That's one of the things that actually is bad right now because Patrick Graham has shown so much with turning the Raiders defense around.
Yeah.
Guess what? He might be a candidate for a head coach somewhere.
I asked this question earlier. I asked the same question. So if it comes from AP or Patrick Graham, who does the nation want? Because like Patrick Graham is like, showing up so much, but in inspiration with AP, it's like, he's a part of that defense too. So who does the nation want? Do they want AP or PG?
I don't. Like I said, and now that Patrick Graham has dismissed all of it, if you got a defensive coordinator with the initials PG, is back because we had.
I know Paul Gunther.
Paulie Gunther for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want that, but Patrick Graham has shown so much that I want to keep him around. But it's going to be up to who the coach is. Because I don't know if, and again, we're assuming that it's going to be the same staff. We're assuming that
we're hoping.
Antonio Pierce.
We're praying.
Yeah, we're assuming. Okay, but let's say that Antonio Pierce is the main cog and Patrick Graham, let's say they don't get along. We don't know what it's like behind scenes. We don't know.
We don't know what it's like. It's like that is the biggest question I have. You coming out of the season, it's like you got 2 guys right now, Antonio Pierce and Patrick Graham. Mm-hmm. They right now are a well-oiled machine. They are like they're doing everything that hasn't been done in like 30 years. Mm-hmm. But if let's say both of them are going to get options as a head coach somewhere else, either one of them, both of them, which they deserve it both. Who does Raider Nation want? That's a tough decision. Like I've been asking myself that question all day. Man, they're both. You get Patrick Graham with the players that he wants, which he got this year. He got like 9 draft picks in that defense. Mm-hmm. And he turned it around after Mick fired.
Thank you.
I did the respect.
By
McFire.
the way, I on a couple other shows I called him McShitnuts just for you.
Did you really? Oh
I
my
did.
God, I miss
I
all
did.
of them. So
Yeah,
that's.
I was.
I'll
I
give
was
you an
like,
extra. I'll give you 2 salutes on that.
I said because Jack Kennett's not here and it's not my show and I can't remember who it was. I said,
Oh, I remember
hey,
Alex on the Wild Wild West show, like I did on a different channel.
Yeah.
And I said McShitnuts, and I'm not on Cap channel, but I give all the respect.
Yeah, I quoted you. I can't remember whose show it was, but I said, and in honor of Jack Kenna, because I could never call him this on my show, but McShitnuts was gone. Okay, but I said and again, you don't need to denigrate the motherfucker anymore. You know, he's gone.
No, I agree with you. I just call him like what you'd say now is McFired. So
McFire.
But if this team could have had that earlier in the season, there'd be a way different outcome. We're like hoping for for the best to get in the playoffs. If KC loses 2 games, we win our next 2 games, then we're the AFC West champs.
Yeah, but see, that's why I had to ask who the Chiefs play, because again, it's a matter of they
Cincinnati and the Chargers.
The Bengals. Now the Bengals are is it in Cincinnati or is it in Kansas City? That I need.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but the Bengals could beat them because they have their number.
Either way, they have backup quarterbacks going, from either squad. So I expect KC to win one of them. I mean,
and that's
it was so much fun to see, Patrick Mahomes, the oldest players, Kelsey slam his helmet down, and then, his head coach said, don't let him on the field. That was so much fun. That was worth. If we would have lost that game and we lost the rest of the games, we're like number 8. That was worth dropping down at least 2 picks in the draft just to see that.
Yeah.
And it was my first game that I watched the game with my son, which I got him a Max Crosby jersey for Christmas. Yep. And his first game he ever watched the whole game through. I was so proud. I was so happy about that. And he got to see all that.
The Bengals are playing them in Kansas City. So, and I tell you, Kansas City, if it hadn't been for a couple different plays, Kansas City could literally be on a 4-game losing streak right now because they lost 2 games. They barely beat the Patriots. They lost to us. They could literally be on a 4-game losing streak right now. So can they beat the Bengals or can the Bengals beat them? Sure. But and it is in Kansas City, and thanks to Hollywood and Lafayette for checking that. Bengals could beat them, but I think it's going to be harder to beat them in Kansas City, even though that they were calling it Burrowhead, for Joe Burrow ain't there. Joe Burrow's not there. It's the other guy. The team is good. Can they do it? I don't know. We'll see.
So I want to ask this to you and the nation. I don't care if we win or lose. We go to the playoffs. We don't go to the playoffs. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We need to get a quarterback next year in the first round. Number 1.
I agree. Well, first or second. Wait a second.
The first round is.
I'm gonna say.
Let me finish. Number 1. The quarterback draft is deep. It's deep. It's a deep draft, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially we keep pushing ourselves further and further back.
Right.
Number 2, Jimmy G is going to be a June 1 cut,
which means
to save that money
13 over 2 years, $13 million.
And Hoyer is going to be a cut as soon as the season's over. So you're going to go just right into the season with just AOC 4 with nobody else out there to back them up. No, that ain't going to happen.
That's going to be taken care of. I really do think that we're going to get that we're going to get either Justin Fields and I don't know what his contract status is, but maybe either Minshew or Brissett, one of those guys that might be on a 1-year contract. And the other person is, and I saw this today, and it makes sense, is one of the Dallas quarterbacks, either Rush or the kid that used to play for the Niners. One of them might be available too. So there's gonna be a quarterback that has some experience in the NFL, which is going to be on this roster, and a draft pick. And Craig says we need to sell the house. I don't think you need to sell the house. Like I said, I like a bunch of the quarterbacks. Like I said, I like May. I like Bo Nix. Now, Bo Nix is there, but I don't think Bo Nix is going to be there. I think that these are the guys going to be gone. May is going to be gone. Caleb Williams is going to be gone. Jaden Daniels is going to be gone. Bo Nix is probably going to be gone. Michael Penix is probably going to be gone, maybe, but he's got a lot of injuries. And, Spencer Rattler's available. There's other, and I don't necessarily, Spencer Rattler didn't really, make me feel awesome. Shador Sanders, Matt's talking about, Shador Sanders could be had in the second or third round. So there's going to be quarterbacks that are available that you might, and this is the reason why, because Asylum's going, no. Jack, I'm going to ask you, would you rather have Michael Penix or the biggest, bruisingest fucking tackle or guard that's available in the draft? And I know what.
Are you talking about defensive tackle from Illinois or the Notre Dame tackle offensive line?
No. I'm talking like the Notre Dame tackle or one of those big fucking guards. It's a guy that doesn't get a lot of pub, but I will take that guy.
Well, I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I know about the Notre Dame left tackle. Watched him for every year he's been on the team. Great kid. But I will say this. I've seen what's happened with the Raiders. They moved the 7th round draft pick in Munford over to the left tackle spot to fill in for Miller. Decent enough a job just to fill in. So my thought is like at this time there's 6 good quarterbacks? 6. We're going to draft 10 to 15. We can move up, move back. We got to get one of those guys to compete with Aiden O'Connell. As much as I would love to have another Notre Dame or UCLA guy on our offensive line, no, we need a quarterback. Like I said, Jimmy G gone after June 1. Hoyer gone after the season. So you can't go into next season with just AOC 4. If he gets knocked out,
we're gonna have AOC 4 and a pro that has experience. Whether it's Bissett
was like last year. That's what I wanted last year.
And I asked for Jacoby Brissett. People said I was fucked up. Okay, and Heineke, was it Heineke? No, who's the kid that played well in Washington? That was from the area. He played for the Commanders. He's the one that won the game.
This is a year, Cap. So let's stop for half a second. This is a year where we can get a quarterback. We're not trying to get a guy as a game manager, but a game changer. And, it's a roll of the dice, with these kids. It's a 50-50 roll of the dice if they're good or not. It's the year to roll that dice and get a player that can put you over the top to win the Super Bowl. Would I love to trade up? Would I trade for the Bears? In what they have right now, a second and maybe a third, and move up to a second next year. It's what everyone's talking about. Yeah, I would do that. But also, who my kid is.
Yeah, I don't want your kid. Or he was your kid, but he's dropped a bit, and I do not want.
Well, that's
anything
even
to do-
better. If he drops,
Yeah,
that's
I don't-
even better. Doesn't cost you as much to get him. And I also like the kid
I
Bo
tell you
Nix.
And you know what? If I had my pick, if I'm going to move up, I'm getting Bo Nix.
I like Bo Nix. I don't think you need to move up for him.
Well, it depends upon. I think Bo Nix is.
I mean, it
gonna go
depends
top
on
10.
how many wins we get over the next 2 games.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Bo Nix is going to go top 10, and we're not going to be in the top 10, especially if we win the next 2 games. You're going to have to move up to get Bo Nix. And Bo Nix, I think Bo Nix is going to be the 4th quarterback.
He's a Herbert.
He's going to, yeah, he's going to be like May and Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are going to be the first 3 off the board. Not necessarily in that order, but those 3 are going to be gone in the first 5 picks. Okay, those 3 guys are going to be gone in the first 5 picks, and remember, the Chicago has 2 of those first 5 picks, so they're not going to pick 2 quarterbacks, but it's going to go 1, 2, maybe 3. If not 3, Chicago has 4, and then whoever has 5, those guys are going to be gone. So you got 3 guys gone in the first 5. Bo Nix is going to go 6 to 10.
Agreed.
Yeah,
But we know the Cardinals. They're going after Harvin Marison Jr. for sure.
Right. Well, yeah.
That's a guarantee. So right now they're number 2 in the draft. They're going to go after him, so we can eliminate that one pick. But yes, you got to move up. So what do we give up to move up to that? And I have a question. I not that I want this to happen. We know the Jets really want Devontae. So would Raider Nation? A question to all you guys. Not my opinion.
I know what
I'm just curious.
I'm going to tell you my answer. I know what my answer is.
Well, it's just a question to the nation because it's fun, nothing more. Would you trade a first and a third? The Jets are what, number 9?
Yeah, but the Jets don't have those picks, Jack.
Oh, they don't have those
They
picks.
don't
Oh,
have
then never
those
mind.
picks.
No, then never mind.
because
Because I thought the Jets had their picks.
No, because they
forget it.
traded those picks to Green Bay
For Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, they don't have those picks. Now, if the Jets had those picks,
first and the third.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting, question. And okay, then forget it. I'm sorry.
no. I mean, the answer would have been for if you could get a first for a Jet that's in the top 6, if they had that pick, because somebody look on the draft board, okay? Somebody look on the
And
draft
then
board.
package
Mike
it up.
Yeah, look at it. It's like, here it is. If you gotta get if I want Bo Nix, God, I sound like the guy that was in the movie. What was it, the Draft or whatever? That Kevin Costner, where he's the GM for the Browns, and and I think it wasn't Bo the kid that they wanted? Wasn't he from Washington too? I don't know, but anyway, Mike Sarah says trade Adams. Yes, I say trade Adams because that's a big cap hit you're losing. Get a quarterback that's overviewed. And I know Asylum's like, no. But I want beef. I want tackles and guards, and defensive tackles, and a cornerback to go on the other side of jump. I want my fucking Christmas and Hanukkah all at once, okay? But I do want a quarterback. That's why I'm saying, unless you get Bo Nix, I ain't moving up to get anybody else.
Honestly, I think Bo Nix will be there when we draft.
I don't think so, because if Bo Nix stays on the clock, somebody's going to jump in front of us to get him.
Well, they talk about Bo Nix after being a Heisman candidate, contention, and then Caleb Williams dropping down so much because they see him crying. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. It's probably Penix is going to be the one guy that's going to definitely be there. I don't know if I want Penix, with our pick.
Penix has blown both of his knees out already, and he's a great story. But no, I don't want a guy who's already got blown out knees. Both of them, one on each side. They're both been blown out. No, I don't want Michael Penix. And I know that Lincoln Kennedy is a big UW guy. I'd like to hear what Lincoln has to say, but still, okay, I don't want that. Okay, let's see here. According to Ben, going to scoop Jalen Johnson, Hobbs, Jones will be a top 5 to. Oh, that would be good. Jalen went out of Chicago. Champ was on it. Okay, well there you go. So at least we might fix our defensive backfield. And I'd like to get that, and Hobbs played well. And I like Amik Robertson, but I wish he had 2 more inches on him in stature. But, not there, not the other 2 inches. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Jack, you dirty bastard, you. Lafayette, I don't think we're going to regret drafting Penix. I'm sorry. I think that Penix is going to be kind of like the Mariota, all of the ability, but he's going to be injured a lot. And if I'm wrong, Lafayette, I've admitted when I'm wrong.
Man, we just hope we're wrong. You know what I mean? If we get him, we're hope we're wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't see Penix with this offense.
Well,
I don't see him within the Raiders.
I don't, but it depends upon who the OC is. That's what the question is. Who the
That
OC
is the biggest question of the whole year going forward and offseason.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the OC?
I agree. Let's see here. And again, if you want to come into the show, because I love Jack, I'm going to put it up. 49ers won Hobbs.
Yeah, 49ers did want Hobbs.
Would give the house for him. Not now. Yeah.
They won Hobbs because,
John,
he's awesome.
Yeah.
Look how many plays he made, against KC.
Yeah, and he's still under contract, I think.
He is.
I think he's still under contract. Caleb Williams, Jack said he would give up the house for him. No, and that was.
I did. I said I would give up the house for Caleb Williams. Why not?
I don't think so. No. I think the Jets do have their pick. I could be wrong. Okay. Then somebody, please. And again, I thought that maybe it's because he didn't play. Maybe that's the reason why. Somebody look NFL, because again, I don't have a mouse and it's a pain in the ass for me to do. Somebody look NFL draft order 2024, please. See if the Jets are on. See if the Jets have their first round pick, please.
The last time I checked, I thought it was number pick before all the games were played this week. It was like pick number 9. We were number 10. So,
well, that
means let's say they trade for Devontae and we get a first and a third. We get number 9, number 10 from last week. Let's go a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would trade both those picks and maybe a second rounder next year or a third rounder and get a guy like Caleb Williams and get another Patrick Mahomes in this league. It's like
I just think Caleb Williams is going to flame out. I would rather get Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, or May, the kid from North Carolina. I really would. If you're gonna trade up, that's a lot. I think Caleb Williams is going to flame out just like Jamarcus Russell. Asylum says the Jets 9. Okay, so
then I hope I'm wrong. If it's going to be a Jamarcus Russell, then I hope I'm wrong and we don't draft that kid, because living through the Jamarcus Russell days, a guy who's like super big, like what 6'8", throw like 80 yards from his knees, but had no ambition, no desire, no will, no nothing. I don't even want to call that guy a Raider. It's like I want that guy erased.
Yeah.
If you're going to put him in the same category as Caleb Williams, then I don't want him on my team.
Yeah. And again, Rattler, I remember Spencer Rattler when he played for Oklahoma, and then he went somewhere else. Who did he go to? Rattler played for Oklahoma. I remember watching him. Then he moved in the transfer portal. Lafayette, tell me where he moved. Yeah, and Asylum say all of them have the potential to be Jamarcus Russell. I think that the only guy I see that might bust out, South Carolina. There you go. So Oklahoma and South Carolina, and I saw him all the time. And you know what? He has a lot of move around. He does play like Mahomes. I will give you that. He does play like he moves around. He avoids the rush. He has a decent arm. If they think he's going to be, thanks, South Carolina, thank you, USC, the other USC, not Caleb Williams USC, the USC on
Asylum. If all these guys could be busts, who do you feel is going to be good? We all know the Raiders need to get a quarterback. It doesn't matter. 2 and 3 are going to be gone. Yeah, Asylum, I want to know your opinion. I see in the chat all the QBs in the draft have potential to be bust as Russell. I mean, that's a big bust. I don't see them all being that big of a bust, but my brother.
I think Nix is going to be fine. I think Jaden Daniels might be a bust too. I think Nix and May, because they're prototype big quarterbacks that they're non-runners. I think that Nix and May will probably not bust out. I think that Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams have the more bust potential, okay? And I think Penix, because of his injury history, has the bust potential, okay?
Well, I think Penix, because of injury history, I agree. But, Bo Nix is like a kid I like. He went back to college last year. He was going to be a second-rounder last year.
Yeah.
And they keep touting him to be a second-rounder. I don't believe he's going to be a second-rounder. I believe he's going to be a first-round pick this year.
Okay. If you want to come into the show, I put the links in there. Well, I was going to say, if Penix is better than Nix, then why didn't he beat him? He did. I know. I'm tweaking. Because Washington. We will see Washington in the game. I know. I was tweaking him. I like I said, he did beat him. And so Penix might be the next Warren Moon, but like I said, if the next Warren Moon, I know, Van, I was being facetious. Well, why did he beat him twice? I know. But the point is that if Penix is the next Warren Moon, you can't be the next Warren Moon if you're already out of the league because of injuries. And I think that's the big thing on Michael Penix. I think it's that injury history. It's the injury history. Okay. And yes, by the way, I do remember Bo Nix when he was at Auburn and he was running around like fucking Derek Carr, getting sacked at Auburn. So I remember. I'm not just an SEC homer. He sucked at Auburn. He did. He sucked at Auburn. He did. But that move to Oregon did him rather well. And again, Asylum, I get it. That's why I asked Jack. I said, if you got that big tackle from Notre Dame or whoever the big guard is, that remember we're picking around 15 or so, they're going to be available. You're going to have to move up to get a quarterback.
If the Raiders don't draft a quarterback, getting their left tackle from Notre Dame, I'd be super happy about that. I'm a Notre Dame guy. I love Notre Dame. You know what? There's another guy I want from Notre Dame. If Zeus didn't produce like he did this last game in a 3rd/4th round, Etienne, it's like from Notre Dame. Like 5'10", 230 pounds. He's a bowling ball running back. I love that kid. Like he makes that offense go. After Mayers, it's like him and Mayers. we all love Mayers. From Notre Dame, it's like
Mayer.
That's what I said, Mayers.
No, he doesn't have the S on the end. It's Mayer.
It's like that. Those two guys made that offense go. That's where they got their points, and they have a decent enough defense. But man, watching that team. Those are the two guys go. We watch our team. Who are the guys that make our team go? It's our running backs.
I tell you what. You know who I like, and I'm going to show myself as a homer. I'm showing myself as a homer. Etienne from the Gators, who is the brother of the Jacksonville Jaguar running back. He's better than his brother as a running back. I can't remember. One is Travis, the other one is Trevor. I can't remember which one is which, okay? But Etienne from the Gators is going to be a fantastic change of pace running back. He's fast. He's elusive. And the other guy on the Gators at running back, even though the Gators sucked this year, he's a fantastic running back too. So I'm showing my bias, but I think that those guys are going to, because again, Pirine, who I liked from the Gators, he's doing well in either Kansas City or Denver because
he got hurt. I think Pirine was on KC and got hurt this last game.
Yeah, well,
so Antonio Pierce said, hit hard, be furious. You got to go out there and just dominate. He's pulling up the old school Raider stuff. I love that mentality from our head coach. We haven't seen that in decades. So if Mark Davis doesn't hire him, then I don't even know what I would say. I'd be flabbergasted. You can't do this again. You did this once, Mark Davis. You need to do it now. You don't put up 62, 63 points on the Chargers and come back and go into Hassaw Field, go in KC, and your offense doesn't do anything. Your quarterback gets 62 yards, but the defense gets 2 scores. And you got a defensive-minded head coach, Antonio Pierce. And we win. That was a Super Bowl. In reality, it's kind of like a Super Bowl. Regardless of what we do. If we go to the playoffs, that's not the Super Bowl. But if we don't, that was the Super Bowl this year. So, Mark Davis, don't make the same mistake twice.
By the way, Hollywood, that's what we're talking about is Nix. Nix is the Oregon quarterback, Bo Nix. That's who we're saying. Come into the show. And P. Ryan, one of them plays for Denver. The other one, I think, plays for Kansas City. Because there's Samaje P. Ryan and the other P. Ryan. One played for Oklahoma, one played for Florida. Okay? There's 2 P. Ryans. Okay?
Mike Sierra, come into the show. Take over my spot, brother.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get Jack out of here. Jack, it's always a pleasure, sir.
Absolutely, brother. I hope you had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Nation.
Yeah.
What the last couple weeks has been? I'm just kind of curious. Does anyone even know what our defense is ranked now? It was top 10. I wonder what it is now, and I can't recall. As a longtime Raiders fan, when our defense has been this good, where I want everybody to come back on the defense again next year. Yeah. Does anyone know where are we ranked?
Yeah, well, Lafayette says we're 9th. Okay.
Well, we were 9th last week, but we got to be better than 9th after this week.
Mike, Sarah, there's 2 P. Ryans. There's Samaje P. Ryan and the other P. Ryan. One played for Oklahoma and one played for Florida. There's 2 P. Ryans. Trust me. I know. There's 2 P. Ryans. Check it.
All right, Cap. I love you, brother. Good to see you.
Hey.
Good night, Nation.
You got
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's.
You're going to have to kick yourself out. Thank you. Hit the link. And I like that from Craig Gilmore. He's going to have to give him. You're going to have to give him a good contract. Oh, Ugalele is Oregon. Yeah, the Oregon Beavers, right, right. And the other guys from what is it? Washington and the other Oregon. GJ, okay. Well, then he's playing behind Bo Nix. He's playing behind Bo Nix. John, be nice. Be nice, John. Be nice. You know. Hey, don't make me stop this car and turn around. I know the car is like the thing. Know these little squabbles. Know these little squabbles. Come on. Please. Please. And yeah, and I like Clayton. Thank you, and Clayton's here. Quarterback from Oregon. Yeah, Oregon State. That's the other. Okay. Yeah, the Oregon Ducks. Right. That's Bo Nix. And Oregon State is the Beavers, and that's what Van City started. That's ukulele, the kid that used to play at Clemson. And he's a big kid. He might be a good and I know that in the transfer portal he went from Clemson to Oregon State. Maybe we got that. Clayton, I got this hat from my step granddaughter. Yeah. And I got a Raider nice tropical shirt. I got a Raider like a pad. It's like, and I'll show it to Hollywood when I see it. It's like the what you have like all the gamers pad. It's cool. It's cool. Ah, holy shnikes. Holy shnikes. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'm sorry, Mike. I gotta use my finger. Mike, Sarah, how you doing, sir? Thank you for being here.
Good. How's it going?
I'm good, sir. What's going on with you, sir? And again, Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, I'm not on the camera because I'm on a machine right now and I'm bouncing up and down, so it's a little hard.
Hey, well, like I said, Anthony was jogging, and I told him, I said, hey, Mike Sarah used to. I don't know if you heard that. I said Mike Sarah used to come in and lifting weights, and we could hear the weights dropping. After he was doing his rep. So yeah, no worries, man. Hey, I like people who work out. I wish I should do it more. God knows with this friggin' tub of lard here, I should do it more. I probably will when I get settled. I will. When I will have shit to do, I will actually. Maybe that might be my New Year's resolution. Is I have the treadmill and the weights out in my on my. It's right over. They're right over there. It's on the other side of the wall. Maybe I'll use them. But anyway, what do you got for me, Mike Sarah?
I really obviously enjoyed that game yesterday. That was amazing.
Fantastic.
Wish we had a little more offense, but I'll deal with that. That's not a big deal.
What were your thoughts? Let me see. I got to ask because Anthony was saying that we should have put in Jimmy Garbajopoulou into the game. What are your thoughts on that?
No way. That guy's done. I would never put him back in the game.
Okay.
Never put him in the game. He's finished. We don't need him. I don't care if he throws for 5 yards. We're not putting Garoppolo in. I'm done with that guy. I never liked him in the first place, and I don't think he would do that. I don't think he would do better than O'Connell anyway. So I don't see that happening. But it was kind of fun. I watched it. My future son-in-law. He's a Chiefs fan. So I went over to his house and watched it with his dad on Christmas Day. So that was kind of fun. They weren't too happy, but I kept on saying, hey, this is the Raiders, man. Anything can happen. And thank God we held on to win.
We did. And like I said, when they got that one touchdown, I was like, fuck, do not give this game away. Do not
That's
give
what
this
I was.
game. But and Zeus came and got that wonderful run, and it was like a 45-yard run or something like that. I said, game over.
That was great. I've always been a Jacobs fan, but after yesterday, I mean, this quad injury, I don't know what's going on with that, but I had a quad injury when I played football. I still continue to play. I never stopped playing. And I don't know how bad the injury is, but, I'm ready to get rid of him. I'm ready to move on from Jacobs, and I'm ready to move on from Adams. I like Zeus. I think Zeus proved yesterday that he can get the job done.
Yep.
So I'm ready to move on from both of those guys.
And like Jacobs, I said, if the Jets won,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And since the Jets have that first round pick, if the Jets still have that first round pick and they want Adams so bad, then we get that Jets first round pick. I'll take that and another pick for Adams.
Oh, yeah.
You guys take the contract. You guys take the contract. And I remember what it was, Hollywood. Hollywood, it was you guys owed each other hats. You guys owed each other hats. That's what the bet was. That was the bet. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I just going to say I love Adams. I think he's a great receiver, but I mean, it's just if there comes a time where we need to part ways, I just don't really know what his whole mindset is right now with the team. I mean, he seems to be happy, but I think it's time to move on. He came here to play with Carr, and I think that was the real reason why he came here, obviously, and Carr's gone, so I think he should go. But I'm ready to move on with some newer players and younger receivers, and I think Jacoby Myers will make a great number one receiver. I think he's proven that.
You know what? Yeah. Jacoby Myers was my offensive MVP this year. That was my offensive MVP was Jacoby Myers, and I said that on the show with Peggy last week.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really tired of Jacobs. I am. After not being able to play with a quad injury, after what Max has gone through with his knee, I question his toughness or his dedication or whatever. I don't know. There's something about Jacobs I'm not liking at all. And now that I saw what Zeus could do, and he looks like he can get the job done. And you know what? I think we should move back to more of a running back by committee anyway. It seemed to work really well when we played the Chargers. It worked really well, but everything worked well for that game.
Right. Zeus was running, Abdullah was running, even Bolden was running. And I actually kind of forgot that he was one of the running backs on the team. I forgot. I knew Abdullah was there, and I knew that actually Johnson was the fullback, and I like when he's in the game. They should use him more often too. But the running back by committee, use what and get a dynamic. And I can't remember what the kid was, and he was on the injured list. Oh my God! And he was the fastback from University University of Texas El Paso, and that kid was quick, and he was injured again. I think for the last 2 years he was injured. I wanted to see him.
Sincere McCormick, is that who you're talking about?
Thank you, Mike, for getting that. Sincere McCormick, and if he can get his injuries together, I'd love to have Sincere McCormick on the team as well. But
we need a quick step back. We definitely need that. I think it would definitely help the offense.
And Sincere, if his knees are okay, great. But if not, you're going to need one in the draft. And like I said, if you trade Davante Adams for the Jets first round pick, and they want him so bad, I said, okay, New York, we want your first and whatever that next big one that you have, because they gave one to the Packers for Rodgers. Whatever your next big one is, we want that one too. That's what we want for Davante Adams this next year, and get it. Yeah,
and we'll get what because Rodgers wants him. Rodgers wants him, go get him.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on from him. I'm ready to move on from Jacobs. I've always been a big Jacobs fan, but I'm tired of him. I'm tired of his so-called injuries. I'm tired of his attitude. I think he's an exceptional running back, but we could do better, and we can move on, and we'll be fine.
I like Jacobs, but he needs to pare down his contract to like $5 million. He needs to cut it in half because he's this year he's on a $13 million contract. We can do so much with that money. We can get like 2 or 3 players with that money, depending upon what they are. So unless he signs a very reduced contract for a fantastic running back, I don't take that away from him. But unless he drops that contract demand to like maybe 4.5, 5 million a year. Now Kenneth says 8 million. No, that's still too high. 5 million, like in half. 5 million a year for because again, we are building something. He said, if you want to be a part of this, Josh, if you want to be that Raider through and through, okay, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, and the quarterback situation, AOC 4, I like him. He's kind of weird because he looks so good sometimes, and then he just looks so bad other times. Maybe it's just a rookie, maybe he's just not used to it yet. I just can't get over the fact that he didn't throw a damn completion after his first quarter. I can't get over that.
Yeah.
I don't understand. How could that be? How could you not get another completion after the first quarter?
Yeah. Oh, Sharif says we're ungrateful as fuck. Sharif, we got a couple minutes. Hopefully Sharif might come in. But, and by the way, Mike, like you said, for quarterback, who do you want for quarterback? I mean, I like O'Connell, but I like to get a starter. Or like I said, I wouldn't mind Justin Fields. I wouldn't mind Minshew. I wouldn't mind Jacoby Brissett. I wouldn't mind like maybe Brandon Rush from the Cowboys, because they're gonna be available, or we can trade them some picks. Who do you want as quarterback for next year? What's your game plan?
I think we go all out and get Carr back. I really do.
Ooh, boy, I hope.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Thank God. Thank you, sir. I was like, I do not want Derek Carr back on this.
It's so funny. I've never seen a guy that could play such a bad game and still come out with 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. It is the weirdest thing watching that guy play. He's strange. It's really weird to watch that guy play. I've tried to watch him with the Saints, and it's the same shit that happened here with the Raiders.
Yeah. And like I was telling Wi-Fi Willie, and I'm gonna let you go after this, but I'll get you one more last shot. I was telling Wi-Fi Willie, when we got rid of Stabler and Casper and Tatum, I didn't cry, but the Wi-Fi Willie cries about Derek Carr. Go.
Well, I think Wi-Fi Willie went to Fresno State, so he's got kind of ties with him through that.
Got it.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. As far as quarterback goes, I definitely need to draft one. I've always been a big Gardner Minshew fan. I think he would be fun to have. He's kind of got that renegade Raider attitude. I don't know what their plans are with him, but you throw him in there with AOC, and you might be able to get something out of that. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know if I trust any of the quarterbacks coming out this year. I mean, they all seem like they're good. Bo Nix, I don't know about him. Caleb Williams, definitely don't know about him. Jaden Daniels, who knows? You just don't know. It's a crapshoot right now.
And Daniels and Shedeur Sanders, they're very slight. They would have to bulk up a bit. I agree with that, because they're just like Bryce, what's his nose, that plays for the Panthers. He needs to bulk up a lot.
Yeah, Bryce Young. He's still got potential. I think he's going to be okay. But,
Okay.
I don't know. But as far as the quarterback situation, I know we need to draft one. But I wouldn't mind picking one up in free agency. I say definitely keep O'Connell. I think we should definitely keep him. And he could develop. I mean, this guy's only a rookie, and he was under the worst head coach that ever coached the NFL for 9 games. So that didn't help.
Yeah, it didn't.
So I think he's developing. I think he needs an offensive-minded somebody to help him.
And Anna Diaz said it best. He could be a Raider, but that's it. It's in the past. Been a fan. Hey, Mike, thanks again, partner. I'm going to be wrapping up, brother.
Okay, sounds good. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.
Merry Christmas to you as well, Mike. You take care, brother.
Good deal. You too. Thanks.
All right, that's Mike, Sarah. Okay, I'm gonna kick him. There you go. I have to do all of this. I got to do all of this by manually. Joe Flacco off the sofa and now playing the $150 million lemon. I agree, Sheree. I agree. Hot Neil, I see you, but I only got like about 3 or 4 minutes. So you came in a little bit late. I apologize. Hot Neil is in my room. Hot Neil, I'm gonna bring you in real quick to wish you a Merry Christmas because I want to do that, but I can't really go in. I gotta
Hey, Captain.
roll the show. Merry Christmas to you, Hot Neil. I
No
said
problem.
I don't have a lot of time, but I did want to make sure because if you're
No
ignoring Hot
problem,
Neil,
Captain.
no, I'm not
I
ignoring
just
Hot
came to
Neil.
say Merry Christmas to everybody.
There
I
you
came to
go.
wish
Thank you,
everybody a
there,
Merry
sir.
Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'm sorry, I'm using my mom's phone because my phone fell inside the shower, and I don't have a phone until the 2nd of next month.
Okay, well, but I appreciate you popping in, brother.
No problem. I want to wish everybody
And
Merry Christmas.
and
And I
we
thank you for the car.
that's it. And again, you blessings to you. You take care of yourself, please. Everybody, for everybody that's in bad health, and I'm one of them. I'm one of them. You guys think I'm in good health? Oh fuck no, I'm not in good health. For everybody that's in bad health, blessings and prayers to you for the new year. Hot Neil, you take care,
Thank
brother.
you.
All right.
You too, brother. Thank you for having me.
That's Hot Neil. I wanted to bring him in real quick. You got it. There you go. I'm trying. This is not Hot Neil. I can't get you out. I'm trying to remove. Move. There you go. Got it. Anyway, salute Hollywood and Clemson B. Oh, there we go. Jack Kenna gave me. Oh, he gave me $20. I can't put that in there though. I don't know why. Jack Kenna just sent me $20. Why is he back? Is it here? Is it here? I can't get the thing to go down. Okay. Oh my goodness. Jack Kenna, I'm reading it from YouTube. Salute the Hollywood and there we go. It came over finally. It's slow. Jack Kenna, thank you for that. 20. That's four entries when I do my, and I will do that someday soon. Every time I say someday soon, I think of the Journey song, Someday Soon. Look it up. It's on one of the early Journey albums, Someday Soon. I will do that someday. That there's only one I can crap on. Raiders, please draft the quarterback in round 1. Bet paid. Okay. Well, you paid me though, but I wasn't in the bet. So do I owe Hollywood $20? I don't have cash. Oh my God. Okay. Well, if it's a bet payment, I can't give you slots on the wheel. I will give Hollywood $20 when I see him. And Hollywood knows cash for me is hard. Fucking money for me is goddamn. I need a fucking job. Anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hollywood, I owe you $20 because Ken is saying, I don't care. I just want you to come back. Jack, if I get to Sacramento again, I'll do it. I want the same Mexican restaurant. I want some time with you and with Koju. And I want a hot Mexican babe I can have for dessert. Not asking too much, right? Not asking too much. We'll hopefully have that. It's 1:57. I got to get out of here, folks. Remember tomorrow, Wild Wild West, 7:30 Eastern time. 7:30 Eastern time. Okay. 7:30 Eastern time. This channel, Wild Wild West. come in and beat the hell out of Alex, the Smugs. I know Alex is probably watching. I wish I had a fucking working mouse. I got to get a mouse tomorrow. Anyway, take care, everybody. We will see you. My best to you. Wild Wild West, 7:30 on my show tomorrow. Remember, NFL Nation Live, 6 o'clock Eastern on this channel Thursday. And then my show at 9 o'clock Eastern. Take care, take care, take care. I got to go. I got to get my out. Hopefully I can get out of here.